Oh, it's all such a mess. Look at this mess. My hair is a mess. My clothes are a mess. I want to talk to you about life. It's just too difficult to be alive, isn't it? To try to function. There are all these people to deal with. I tried to buy a can of tuna fish in the supermarket, and there was this person standing right in front of where I wanted to reach out to get the tuna fish. And I waited a while to see if they'd move, and they didn't. They were looking at the tuna fish too, but they were taking a real long time on it, reading the ingredients on each can like they were reading a book. Pretty boring book if you ask me, but nobody has, so I waited a long while and they didn't move, and I couldn't get to the tuna fish cans, and I thought about asking them to move, but they seemed so stupid not to have sense that I needed to get by, and then I had this awful fear that it would do no good at all to ask them. They'd probably say something like, "We'll move when we're ready, you goddamn nagging bitch." And then what would I do? So I started to cry out of frustration quietly, so as not to disturb anyone, and still, even though I was softly sobbing, the stupid person didn't grasp that I needed to get by them to reach the goddamn tuna fish. People are so insensitive. I just hate them. So I reached over with my fist, and I brought it down real hard in his head, and I screamed, "Would you kindly move, asshole?" And the person fell to the ground and looked totally startled. And some child nearby started to cry, and I was still crying, and I couldn't imagine making use of the tuna fish now anyway, so I shouted at the child to stop crying. I mean, it was drawing too much attention to me, and I ran out of the supermarket, and I thought, I'll take a taxi to the Metropolitan Museum of Art. I need to be surrounded with culture right now, not tuna fish.